Beyonce has yet to give a single interview about her role in The Lion King. Not on a red carpet, not on set, nothing. Well, that is changing tonight. She will sit down with Robin Roberts to talk about the movie and her new album that was inspired by the film.
Yeah, the album is called The Gift, and she just released the cover art for it. It'll be out on Friday when the movie opens. So Robin showed a preview of her interview with Queen Bee on GMA this morning.
This soundtrack is a love letter to Africa, and I wanted to make sure we found the best talent from Africa and not just, use some of the sounds and did my interpretation of it. I wanted it to be authentic to what is beautiful about the music in Africa.
It's Beyonce's much anticipated album.
A lot of the drums, the chants, all of these incredible new sounds mixed with some of the producers from America, we've kind of created our own genre. And I feel like the soundtrack, it becomes visual in your mind. It's a soundscape. It's more than just the music because each song tells the story of the film.
Yeah, so Beyonce released the track listing for the album. So yeah, there's some African artists featured on there, as well as Bee teaming up with Jay-Z,
of course,
Kendrick Lamar, and Pharrell.
Now, after singing Can You Feel the Love Tonight with Donald Glover in the movie, he's credited as Childish Gambino on a song here. And yes, Blue Ivy takes the lead on a track as well. I love that cover, by the way. That art's awesome.
I know, it's interesting. I know where she got that. I'm sure it's out there online now.
It's very like Simba and Scar.
Like, I appreciate what she's doing. Like, I remember she talked about this with her Coachella performance, that she really wanted to put African culture and black culture on a big, scale.
On the world stage.
Yeah, on the world stage. Yeah. So this is the same idea that she's doing with this, that she wanted to make sure it's not just, her doing some African-inspired music. She really wanted to get some authentic and local artists to really be a part of this. So yeah, some of the names on the track listing, I don't even recognize, but I'm really curious to hear what the sound is.
And to be someone that's not already a Jay-Z or a Pharrell, to be featured on an album alongside Beyonce or supporting Beyonce can be a huge step up, a huge platform for any artist, and especially if she wants to shed some real light on some African talent.
Jose says he's not at all surprised that she loathes press events. Yeah, so what do you think of like her lack of interviews? Obviously, she's done a few red carpets, but she's not doing interviews on the red carpet.
She's Beyonce, right?
But we talked about this, in terms of it must have been all in the contract too with Disney, like what she actually had to do. And obviously, Robin Roberts is on ABC, which is owned by Disney, so it's kind of a company obligation that she probably had to do one interview. And I'm sure it was negotiated to be with Robin Roberts.
It's like in that. There's nothing fancy about this at all. It's like, it looks like it's just in the hotel room there.
And like she's in like the dress she was in at the London premiere.
Yeah, so it just happened on the day.
Yeah, probably just go into the room, sit down with Robin Roberts for 10 minutes, and that's it. So yeah, it's interesting these contracts that they come up with that, it seems like this will probably only be the one interview that she did. That's what we suspect.
Wait a minute. She's not on the other side of that door.
She might, still a couple days before the movie opens. She could be here. Yeah, you never know.
Come on, Beyonce. You want this spot right here.
Let's see what people are saying here. Nelson says not interested in the film or the music. Faith says only one interview. Not surprised. She does seem a little into herself and act like she doesn't need to do interviews.
I think it's interesting that she is taking the idea of The Lion King and what it has been for so long. We talk about this with the Disney remakes, right? It's like, is it a shot-for-shot remake? How much of it is new? Is it just because it's shot in a new way? Is it something that you're going to want to see? They're taking the idea of The Lion King and they are doing something different with it. Something that's not the old soundtrack, some new music, giving people a platform as well, and it's still attached to that movie. I think it's a cool idea.
Yeah, I think it'll be interesting to hear how much this music kind of sounds like it's from The Lion King, because we're sure that they didn't really want to change The Lion King that much, the actual movie, so yeah this might be some music that could have fit in the film, they just didn't want to. Interesting, some people are saying that maybe this is Beyonce purposely taking a back seat so she doesn't take focus away from the movie. Like Dan is saying, she's busy, and spotlights for many there. What was the other one that I saw? Yeah, Sanders says, I'm glad she just pulled back as opposed to being the main focus.
Well, it's
like she's allowed those who truly deserve most of the credit to get that credit.
That is kind of part of the danger of being attached to a project when you're someone like Beyonce. I don't know if danger is the right word, but you're going to draw so much focus just by nature of the fact that you are who you are. So she's not.
And she does have a minor role. I mean, Nala isn't a huge role. It's not the starring role in this movie. She doesn't show up for an hour in the movie. Yeah, she only sings a couple songs. But
notice how people are talking about the movie. Her just being part of it is the main thing that a lot of people are talking about. And like, you know, you said yourself, everyone does a fantastic performance in the film. Right? Like Billy Eichner is really great. Seth Rogen's really great. So
yeah, and Joy says the movie's not about Beyonce though. No, that's the thing. So maybe that's her reason she's taking the back seat.